Hello, my name is Elaine, and this is my story. It's not an epic ballad about gallant knights battling fearsome monsters, and it's not a grand love story either. I was never at the center of the stories that weave their way through our lives. I'm just the daughter of the Lord of Astolat, and when our stories are told by future poets or bards, no doubt mine will be forgotten. But nevertheless, I do have a story to tell. Doesn't everyone? My story, I suppose, begins long ago, on the day I was born. But I don't want to bother you with my boring childhood and upbringing, so let's begin on the day that my father decided to host a jousting tournament. So many brave and handsome knights came from all around to compete in that tournament. And that's where I met him, Sir Lancelot. I pretty much fell in love at first sight. And who wouldn't? He's not only brave and noble, he's also drop-dead gorgeous. I asked him to wear my token when he competed in the tournament, and he said yes. But because Queen Guinevere was going to be there, he would only wear it in disguise. You see, even though she's married to the king, they have this thing going on. Theoretically, it's all courtly love and distant longing, and I don't know if I believe that. But in any case, he knew what wearing my token meant. If he hadn't understood, he wouldn't have thought to hide it from her. Lancelot fought bravely, but he was injured in the tournament, and I was the one who tended to his wounds. I fell even more deeply in love with him then, but he didn't love me. He only has eyes for her. You know who I mean. He even tried to pay me for my help, as if I did it because I thought I might get something out of it. I suppose I did. His heart, not his spare change. I can't bear to love the way that he does, all distant and cold and nothing more than a wish of it ever being anything but a whispered secret. And I certainly can't bear to stop at an unrequited desire. I long for companionship, for someone to grow old with. But now I doubt that I'll ever want that from anyone but him. And even if I could convince him to change his mind, even if he would take me for his wife, I now realize I would never be anything but second best to her, the woman he can never have. I don't know now where this will end, what will become of me. Perhaps I'll go into the garden and pick some lilies. I've always liked lilies. They're my favorite flower. Lilies to weave into my hair. Lilies to put in a bouquet. Maybe if I pick enough flowers, I can smile again, even when nothing will ever be the same. Or maybe I'll write him a letter. Even if I never see his face again, maybe he'll keep my words written down on parchment. Or maybe I'll just wither away with grief and soon perish, and perhaps they will send my body to him in a little boat with lilies and the letter that I never got to send. There's no gallant hero to save me from my plight. There are no dragons to be slain. And one can hardly call it a great love story when the love exists only on one side. But it is my story, and I must tell it. We all have a story to tell.